What is going on, everybody? Silver Scrounger here, and today we are talking about coins. Most specifically, collectible coins. I've been going on a crazy spending spree on a few different avenues. One is eBay, the other is Craigslist. Happened to find a guy who has a nice collection he's selling, so I've been buying up from him. But I'm going to show them off a little bit and talk about a few things, and we'll get to it. So before I get started on looking over the coins that I've collected, I guess you could say, over the last week or so, I wanted to share a little bit about a book that is really helpful. When you're looking at different coins and everything and you want to know what kind of grade that they might be, this book right here has come in real handy. It definitely helps out with trying to figure it out. It's got everything from large cents through to dimes, half dimes, nickels, 2-cent pieces, 3-cent pieces, the small cents, such as our wheat cent here and everything. But it does quarters, half dollars, and it's not just specific ones, it's all of them that have been minted. And I mean, it does dollars. So when you get into like the Morgan dollars, this is where it gets real specific. It outlines every little thing for, I mean, from MS60 to MS60 or 70 right there. And then it goes down to the lowers, where it just goes back to typical signs of what to look for. And then you got the peace dollars, does the same thing, every little bit to look for. But this is a great book to have if you are really wanting to look into what your coin may grade at. Now, before I get started into showing off all the coins that I've been getting, I wanted to remind everybody, if you're enjoying the videos, please hit that thumbs up button, give me a like, and share as much as you can. And if you can, also leave some comments. But once we get to a 100 subscribers, I am giving away this beautiful silver proof half dollar PCGS graded PR69 DCAM. It's a beautiful coin, and it will go to one lucky winner. Now, let's see what I've gotten. So a little bit of my eBays are what I'll show off first. Got me a nice set of 1947 PD&S. Get a little bit of that light in there to show you the luster. Beautiful coins. I paid a little too much for these, I think, but like I've said before, when I see a shiny wheat penny like this, it's hard for me to pass it up. But I do believe I paid just a hair over the actual going rate is. But I think over time they may be worth it. So, I mean, I don't know. I never seen a better looking reverse to a penny than those, even in the 2009s. So got those. And then I've got a couple of 1957 quarters here. Beautiful pieces. I think they're going to be a high AU, maybe a MS60. So these are real nice. They're worth just a bit more than the silver content of them. So there you go. Beautiful quarters there. Now we're getting into some nickels that I got. There we go. 1910 Liberty V nickel. And pretty much all these are all Liberty V nickels that I got, and they're all going to be in the G, AG, G, and VG area. So I'm just going to run through them real fast. And easiest way to gauge between a G or a VG. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, there you go. You can see a few little bit of letters of the Liberty in the headband or coronet. That's the quickest and easiest way to tell if it's going to be a G or a VG. Just so you know, because like on this G here, there's nothing. It's pretty slick. But I've got a bunch of these, all pretty nice looking for being G's. So I didn't really look to see. I think they're all with the cents on them. I didn't really take a look to see if any of them were no cents. So I was just happy to be getting some decent nickels. They're not the best in the world, of course. Like this one looks like it's been buried for a little bit. But they're better than the ones I had before, which were none. So, but yeah, so I've got a bunch of these going on. I mean, I've still got all of these in here. That was all my eBay purchases. Now these next ones, I got all from Craigslist from one person who was doing a collection for his grandchildren, only to turn out that they have no interest. But first shield nickels that I've gotten so far, and on the VG, let's see if it'll focus. You can't see too well. You can see a little bit of the lines on the vertical lines of the shield. But that's basically what a shield nickel looks like, for anybody that hasn't seen one before. And honestly, I've never seen one in person until I saw these. Some of these are in real rough shape. I mean, you can almost not see the shield on that one. This one is so rough that you have to hold it in the light just right to see that 5. So a lot of these are going to be in real worse shape, because these have actually been known to be one of the weakest struck coins. So when you get one that has real good detail, it's a quite surprise. Such as, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. You can see all the horizontal lines on this one. So that one's still a VG. So they get better than this, believe it or not. And that's the reason why it's a VG. So it got those big old horrible marks on that 5 there. But yeah, so I got a bunch of those shield nickels, a whole lot more Liberty nickels. I think most of these are all the same. Good, good, good. There's a VG. Good, good, about good. So yeah, I've got a bunch of them. Here's one that has a lot better detail. You can actually see all the letters of Liberty. then another good, good, and then good VG. It's almost there, but there's a lot of iffy marks on it. But yeah, those are just some of them. Next, got some of my favorite nickels, the Buffalo nickels. This is probably one of the better looking ones that I've got, where you can see everything. 1936. A little bit of the horn is there. Some good details. You can definitely tell the difference between a good and a fine. See the hairlines inside of the head up here? And the braid, you can see some separations on them. This one they're getting a little more worn. The date is getting a little more flat. And then that horn on them is just about disappeared. Then we got a very good one here. Almost as good as a fine, but just a hair less. That horn is almost gone on that one as well. But I've got a bunch of these. And there's about the best one I've got. 1937, Denver. And for the longest time, I didn't see where the mint marks were because I never had a good example of one. I didn't know that they're down here under 5 cents. But this is about the best nickel I've got, Indian head. And I got it from the guy on eBay, or I mean Craigslist. And I really appreciate the deal that he made with me for him. Now we got a whole lot of another type of Indian head cents. Some of these are in pretty rough shape. Some of them are in good shape. Some of them are in very good shape. Like that one there. It's supposed to be very good, but it's kind of hard to tell because it's so dark. But this one is just, that's about good. I mean, it's almost worn flat. But yeah, I've got a good amount of Indian head cents now. These are all goods. I've got a couple that are supposed to be in better shape in here somewhere, but I'm not sure. Yeah, these are all goods. This one I was almost wondering if it's been cleaned or something just because of the odd toning on it. But I think it's just because it's been in good shape. It hasn't been in a lot of good or circulation for a while. But then there's one like this one. The only reason why it's still only a good is because the lettering on Liberty that go on the headband are not there. There's no Liberty on there. All the rest of the details look really nice, but it's still only a good. Now, these ones here, this one is suspected cleaning or cleaned just because of how the shine is on it. And then this one here has definitely been cleaned and polished. You can definitely tell it's got such a high shine on it. So I left it in the flip just because it is a real pretty example. Being cleaned and all, you can see all the other details that are still there, and it's a nice looking coin for being cleaned and polished. But all the rest of these are just pretty much all goods, and one of these times I will end up getting a much better example, hopefully. So there we go. That's everything that I've gotten over the last couple of days. I'm hoping to get a bunch more from the guy with the collection once I get some more funds going. But until then, this is Silver Scrounger saying have a great day.